Plus 2 Chemistry, Unit 1 Metallurgy, Extraction of Metals. Concentration of ore is the topic we are discussing. In that, the second method is froth flotation. This method is suitable for sulphide ores. Example, galena, PBS, zinc blende, ZNS. Such type of ores can be concentrated by froth flotation method. Principle behind this method is ore particles are wetted by oil and separated from other impurities. So this is the principle behind this froth flotation, and the mixture taken in a very big iron tank, and where the process is taking place, the mixture is with crushed ore, that is nicely powdered ore with water. Pine oil or eucalyptus oil is added with this. Sodium ethyl xanthate is an additional chemical used here. Here this pine oil or eucalyptus oil is used as a foaming agent or frothing agent, and this sodium ethyl xanthate is used as a collector. This is very useful, and this chemical is collecting the ore particles and it is making the ore particles as water repellent in the process. So all this this mixture is taken into a very big iron tank as shown in the diagram, and there is a stirrer in the center, and the stirrer is connected with the motor, and the compressed air is passed through this tube, and this is passed into the solution or the mixture, and that mixture is agitated with water using these pedals given at the bottom of the stirrer. And the process, when it is going on, what is happening here is now described with 4 different points. And when air is blowing air, first point is the froth is formed. So the oil is making froth along with water. In the second stage, the collector molecules. What is collector molecule here? Sodium ethyl xanthate. The collector molecules attached with ore particle and made them water repellent. These collector molecules attached with the ore particles, and because of that, these ore particles, they become water repellent. Then in the third point, the ore particles wetted by oil. When water is repelling these ore particles, automatically the oil which is added, either the pine oil or eucalyptus oil, the ore particles are wetted by that oil, and these ore particles are rising to the surface with the froth formed. And the last point here given is the gangue or the impurities which are wetted by the water and settled at the bottom of the tank. So these 4 steps, if you remember, you can write easily what is happening in the tank here. And this froth, which is along with the concentrated ore particles, can be skimmed up separately in another small container given in the diagram. So draw the diagram neatly as like given in the book and label all the parts which are necessary, and the parts are mentioned here also. And this process is applicable for only the sulphide ores as mentioned earlier. But you can ask a question that, suppose if there are more than one sulphide ores in the mixture, how can we concentrate the particular interested sulphide ore which we are in need of? Here, for example, ZNS is the sulphide ore, and in the same mixture we have PBS also. So this galena and as well as zinc blende both are mixed here in the mixture. In that case, when we want the PBS, the galena ore to be concentrated, if it is to be concentrated, then how to remove this ZNS? There is a question you asked, and we can use another chemical named either cyanide, sodium cyanide or sodium carbonate here. Either sodium cyanide or sodium carbonate can be added along with mixture. So the sodium cyanide or sodium carbonate can form a different complex substance. For example, if you want to remove zinc sulphide, that forms the zinc complex. The zinc complex formula is given here, that is Na2ZnCN4. This zinc complex is surrounding the molecules of zinc sulphide and making the zinc sulphide molecules to settle at the bottom of the tank, so that this may not float on the surface of the tank with the froth. So PBS alone can be separated using this method. So this is one of the most important method of concentration of ore. This can be asked in 5-mark question. Generally, so many 2-mark questions also hidden here. That is, what is froth flotation definition can be asked, and what are the types of ores can be concentrated using this method also can be asked. What is the principle behind the froth flotation can also be asked, and the mixture of the mixture which is used in the froth flotation taken in the iron tank for froth flotation also can be asked. So what is froth flotation? When they ask you to explain completely, you must remember these 4 points which are given here, and you can write it as a paragraph. Finally, suppose if you want to remove, when 2 or more sulphide ores are present there, if you want to remove any one particular sulphide ore, what is to be added? They may ask you either sodium cyanide or sodium carbonate can be used here, and in what way it is removed and what is the complex substance formed there also can be asked as one word answer. So this many possibilities are there in this froth flotation method. So it is a very important portion of this lesson. So concentrate more on this and go through this fully in your text. Suppose if you have any doubts, you can give it in comment and I will explain you further. And then in our next video we can see leaching process. Thank you.